right, we're here. Had a little technical difficulties there. So if you're a little bit late, sorry about that. Uh, we're going to talk a little bit about some of the games here this week. See if I get this correct here. All right, we are live. Good to go. I got Luke here in the background. Say hi, Luke. Say, how's it going? All right. So, say hi. Wave to everybody. Say hi.
Hi.
How's it going?
How's it going?
Okay, go out your YouTube, okay? So we're going to talk a little bit about the Tuesday games, and I want to preview the Champions League final, Europa Conference League final, Copa Libertadores, Copa Sudamericana, and Eredivisie qualification. Not a lot of action on Tuesday. I'm going to get this up here for you. Not a lot of action Tuesday. There's a couple games. Not a lot of early action, I should say. There's some Copa Sudamericana games. So we'll get those up in a little bit. Big weekend, obviously. We had Liverpool and City, Manchester City. I hope you had that when they were down 2-0 there, because that was absolutely crazy. 3 goals in 5 minutes to win the title. It might be better than for City than 2012. Maybe a bigger comeback. So, that could be really big. All right. So, I wanted to take a look here at these odds for Liverpool and Real Madrid. These odds have changed a little bit. We're not going to make the pick today. You got to tune in later in the week for that, of course. But first, before we do that, remember, you got the Caesars promotion, $1,100 in first bet insurance. If you want to use it on this game, the Champions League final, I might be able to give you a couple bets for that. Place the first time wager up to $1,100. Get it back in the form of a free bet. If you lose, you must use our promo code ATSWINS, CZR. Links are in the show box below. Max Wagers Network, 6 hours of great info and more. I hope you all followed the Formula One show, because I won everything on Sunday. Some big money returns right there. Be sure to follow the Max Wagers Network all day. Midday Money with Sean Higgs. Morning Wood, Ali Burns, 1-2. Just Parlays with Chris King, 2-3. Back to the window, Scott and Scott, 3-4. 4 o'clock, it's me. And then 4 to 5 game time decisions with Nick, Tim, and Lenny. And remember, you can listen on Friday nights to me on ESPN New York. No matter where you are in the world, on the TuneIn Radio app. Get it free in the App Store and the Google Play Store. So remember, you can make sure you're liking, subscribing, ringing the bell so we get more programming for you. Got a big thing tonight coming up. We're gonna maybe be talking about all kinds of different stuff. So, and the Friday night games, or the Friday night show talked about the overs. Total chaos. I absolutely crushed that. I had Manchester City over, team total over 2.5. The game total over 3.5 or over 3. Over 3. We had Tottenham team total over 2.5, and Tottenham and Norwich over. So that was easy money right there. So, all right. So let's look at this game here. You got Liverpool plus 108, draw plus 270, and Real Madrid plus 235. See here to win the trophy, Liverpool minus 175, Real Madrid plus 140. That's if you think it goes to extra time and penalties. Total goals are expecting a high-scoring game here, over 2.5, minus 148. Both teams to score, yes, minus 177. You get a double chance here on Real Madrid and draw at plus 129. That could drop as well. Remember, these two teams have played a lot. They played last year in the quarterfinals, I believe. They played one of the greatest Champions League finals ever on May 2018. What a game that was. Gareth Bale, 2 goals. All right. So I want to look at some of these Asian lines here. Real Madrid. See what Real Madrid pick is. Plus 155. Real Madrid plus 0.25 is plus 104, which is interesting to me. Full time. Total goals by Real Madrid over 1.5 is plus 160. I'll be all over that, I think. Let's go to the goal scorers because you know who I'm looking for in this. I'm going to pass over the Liverpool scorers first, and I'm going to look right here to see my man who scores every game, the Ballon d'Or winner, Karim Benzema, plus 138. Hold on 1 second. There you go. So Luke goes to a special school around the corner. Very good with numbers. He's autistic, but he's very good with numbers and stuff. He actually picks some. He's a big soccer guy and big baseball guy.
Where's
So
my say toy?
he
My say toy.
It's over there, buddy. So anyway, I like this Karim Benzema bet, but we'll get back to that. Second game, obviously the first game, the first European final of the week is actually on Wednesday, and it's Roma plus 135, Feyenoord plus 215, and the draw is plus 230. Roma is minus 148 to win the trophy, and Feyenoord is plus 120 to win the trophy.
Where's my toy?
I think it's upstairs, Luke. Go get it upstairs.
Oh, my Yasne toy.
Okay, go find it.
Oh, my Yasne toy.
He has a,
Oh, my.
what is it? A spinning thing, right? Go get it. Go sit right there, okay?
Oh, my Yasne toy. Oh, my Yasne toy. Oh, my Yasne toy.
Okay, buddy. Hold on, okay? So, let me
Oh, my
stop the
Yasne
screen
toy.
for a second.
Oh, my Yasne toy. Oh, my Yasne toy.
Copa Libertadores.
Where's my Yasne toy?
Go upstairs and get it, okay, buddy?
Oh, my Yasne toy.
Go get it. Good job. Copa Libertadores, there's a lot of games going on Tuesday. You see here, there's 6 games, and you can't really see some of these games are really, the lines are a little crazy here. I'm going to show why. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to pull up the Copa Libertadores group. Use your iPad, okay?
I need help.
Use your
Bounce
iPad.
toys? Oh, my Yasne toy.
So in Copa Libertadores Group A, Palmeiras is on 15
I need
points
help.
and plus 19 goal difference. Palmeiras, you see here, minus 670. They've already won the group. They're playing Deportiva Táchira, who's second in the group and really needs to win the match to go through as group winners. because Emulek here, you see Emulek is minus 910. Emulek is on 5 points and playing Independiente Petrolero, who's minus 16 goal difference. And
I need help. I need help. I need help.
Have to take the Bill. Bill says you have to take the Real Madrid double chance. Yeah, I think you do in that game. So in this here, Emulek is minus 910, and they're playing this Independiente Petrolero game and Petrolero has been absolutely annihilated every time they play. 3-0, 5-0, 2-1, 8-1. And how about that? Emulek 1-1 in that game. So Emulek has to win this game here. They're 9-10. This is interesting, though, because Palmeiras is 670, even though they have 15 points and they're already through. So, I don't know. This game is interesting. There's your yellow snake toy.
I need help.
Okay, use your iPad. Get the iPad.
I need help. I need help. I need help.
See, draw no bet is minus 10,000.
I need help.
I know you see the scores here. Palmeiras beat them 4-0 in the first time they played, but they don't need this game. They're plus 19 goal difference. They're 15 points, and Deportivo Táchira needs it. So it'll be interesting to see if they start their main lineup. This is a game you really want to watch. Which game do you want to watch, Luke? You want to watch this game tomorrow night? You like the Palmeiras game, right?
I need help.
So I think you need to look and see what Palmeiras is going to put out there. If they put their main lineup out there, I would say, probably back off it. If they don't, this plus 1,600 or this plus 460 double chance, because 1 point could do it. Emulek against Táchira was 1-1. And then Emulek won 4-1, so it's not going to be enough. So they need to get all 4 points. Some of the other games here, you see,
watch TV.
some of the other games here are Flamengo.
Watch TV.
Hold on 1 second, Luke. Please, Luke.
I want to go watch VeggieTales. I want to watch VeggieTales.
I'm doing a show, buddy.
Whoa.
I have to put on VeggieTales.
VeggieTales?
Here you go. Ready? Watch VeggieTales. Good? Sorry, I had to put VeggieTales on. Live TV. The only game I do like here, some of these games, I do like this Velez Sarsfield game. When you look at the table for Velez Sarsfield in Group C, they're on 5 points, minus 3 goal difference, and Bragantino is on 5 points. Bragantino is playing Nacional. So Bragantino is probably going to, you see those odds there. Bragantino is here against Nacional Montevideo. Nacional Montevideo is actually on 4 points. So Nacional has to win at home as well. So, I do like Velez Sarsfield here a little bit.
I need help.
On the Asian lines, I think, for Les Sarsfield, -1, -120 works.
I need help. I need help.
All right. Let's look at Copa Sudamericana tomorrow night. And there's 6 games in this as well. And you see some of these as got these high lines. Pull up these groups. So Santos is the first game. Santos is in a group they're on 10 points. Banfield is on 4 points. So Banfield is out. Santos has to win probably to lock up. They're 2 points ahead of Union La Calera here. So Union La Calera can go through with a win over Universidad de Católica. So this is a game I kind of like as well. Santos probably wins this pretty easily. -375 is too much to lay. But I think you can kind of maybe hear this Asian handicap -1.5. Defensa Ustica. They're already out, so I don't know why. And Antofagasta is on 1 point or 3 points, but this game doesn't mean anything. I would stay away from that. LDU Quito is a game I would like here. LDU Quito. They have to win to win the group. If they beat Atletico Go, they will win the group and go through as group winners. So this game here, LDU Quito, is probably one I would take as well. All right. Wanted to look at the Eredivisie qualification. Excelsior is playing ADO Den Haag. Excelsior +100, ADO Den Haag +235, draw +295. It's 2:00 on Tuesday. The teams split this year. Both won on the road. 3-2 ADO Den Haag and 2-0 to Excelsior. But ADO has won 10. They're 10 wins, 3 draws, and 2 losses in the last 15 against Excelsior. 14 of the last 15 games are both teams to score as well. And 12 of the last 15 games have seen 3+ goals in this game. So right now, the Asian handicap at over/under is -3.5, or is over 3 is -207. And I will put that back on the screen for you here so you can see the screen share. And we will look at those odds.
The purple emote.
So right now, over 2.5 goals is -180. That's pretty high. They're expecting some goals. You see the over 3 here is -107. Over 2.75 -141. I might take a shot on that. If you think there's going to be more than 3 goals, it's a playoff, so maybe it's a little bit cagey. But these two teams, the stats and the numbers, not a huge numbers guy all the time, but when these two teams play, both teams score. There's a lot of goals, and ADO Den Haag usually wins the game. So the interesting thing is you can get ADO Den Haag to score over 1.5 goals here at +143, right? And you can get see what both teams' score is -200. Just wanted to see what double chance is. Double chance is -130. I'll be honest, I'll probably take ADO Den Haag here at +235 instead of the double chance. I might back it with a double chance, but I think -130 is pretty decent odds for double chance. But when you have ADO Den Haag winning all those games at +235, here, sit down, buddy. Come on, let's look at the soccer show. Come on. This is a game I do like, though, tomorrow. There's not a lot of action tomorrow and during the day. When you look at the schedule tomorrow, you got the Halifax Town Chesterfield game, the national playoff. I don't really like, betting those games as much. It's the 5th division. It's a little bit tough. League 2 qualification in France. There's a couple friendlies. Thailand's playing Bahrain. I was gonna post this Dynamo Dresden Kaiserslautern 2 Bundesliga qualification, but to be honest, I looked at it and I didn't really like the numbers. I like this one a lot better. You see, here's the last 5 games. I told you about the last 15, but here's the last 5: 3-2, 2-0, 3-1, 4-2, 2-1. Other than Haag wins in Rotterdam the last 3 times. So it's an interesting play right there. But there's not a lot of extra games here on Tuesday. There's let me see if they can pull this up. Say June 1st. There's some there's the AFC Cup qualifying or groups, but I don't even see that, to be honest. Futures right now, a lot of the MLS teams, see if they have Bundesliga up for next year. All right. So, yeah, let's look at this a little bit. So you got Bundesliga for next year, Bayern Munich minus 335. I don't know who's beating them. Nobody is. If you want to take a chance on that. Premier League for next year is already up. Manchester City at minus 167. Liverpool plus 200. I'm stunned that Manchester United is top 4. Is the 4th choice. I guess they think Erik ten Hag is going to do something. I hope so. Arsenal markets. To finish top 4, yes, plus 175. No, minus 250. Just take a look at the Manchester United market for that. Erling Haaland. These guys own markets. Absolutely brutal. To finish top 4, yes, plus 100. No, minus 139. So, Erling Haaland. You can bet Manchester City and Erling Haaland to be the winner of the thing and the winner of the Premier League and the leading goal scorer, plus 500. Number of goals scored only in the Premier League. You know what? I would actually might take a chance on under 19.5. He's always hurt. He's going to get beat up in the Premier League. All right. So, you see, just some of the stuff out here. You got all this, Kaepernick was talking about Montreal here for the best in Canada, minus 225. The only problem with betting some of these futures now is it's, you're not getting paid till November. So unless you really see something like specific, maybe this one, Austin FC, decent odds. Maybe you can do something like that. All right, let's take a look at the Tachira have never in their history won a game away in Brazil in the Libertadores. That's good to know. So Foxy comes through with the big thing there. Let's go back to that then before we do this rugby. I like this Cola game, though. We'll get to that tomorrow. Where's Tachira? I just saw them somewhere. Oh, right here. Yeah, so Tachira has to win, but, you see they've never won, and they're minus 670. Foxy, I'm just a little bit nervous that Palmeiras they don't have anything to play for. I mean, the group is over. So, it's tough. Hey, what's up, Daryl? Yeah, you know what? My show, there was some technical difficulties again. So we started a little bit late, so you didn't really miss a lot. There's not a lot of action going on today or tomorrow. There's really, just looking at the group for today, there's Bundesliga qualification, there's Nations League, National League playoffs. Today is really kind of thin pickings. Tomorrow, at least there's some different stuff you can bet, I think, with the Copa Libertadores and the Copa Sudamericana. On Wednesday, it picks up Champions League or Europa Conference League final. And then once again, the Champions League final. So it'll pick up Sunday as the playoff final for the championship. So here we go again. You see, remember last week there was a couple games. Let me get the NRL results. From the weekend. Cronulla, they won by 7. So if you took them at 3.5, you got that. The Panthers won easily.
Where's the emote?
All right, so Foxy says, out of any games in that group, I would stay away from Emelec. Always support Ecuador teams, but even at 9-10, you can't trust them. Yeah, look, I mean, they have to win. But it's just, this is, that Petrolero team is so bad, but it was a 1-1 draw the last time they played. They just get tanked by every other team they play. But the Asian line here, you got to lay 2.5 goals. Maybe take it, I don't know. Maybe you put it at -2, at -195, and put it in a parlay with Santos 1.5, something like that. There's ways to do it, but if Foxy's saying you don't want to trust them, at -9-10, it's tough. It's a lot of goals to lay. So I think here, you got Melbourne against Manly. The table, Manly's struggling down in 10th. Melbourne's in 2nd right now, and they're just annihilating teams. So, maybe you do 6.5, 265. North Queensland, I know they're actually, look at this line. They're in 3rd right now, and Penrith is -420. That's how good Penrith is. Actually, probably stay away from that game for right now. Gold Coast is not very good. The Broncos are pretty good. Maybe take it down to 3.5. So we're at -115 there. And then I know the bunnies are not great, but West is not very good either. So 3.5. So right there, you got a parlay of plus 182. If you want to throw the best team in the league in there, Penrith, I don't know if you want to take them at 3.5. Let's see what that is. 272. 6.5 gets it to 314. So you know what? I'll just take it here. 3.5. It's not that much of a difference unless you really want to just take them at 7.5. I can't believe they let me do both of those. Plus 328. You can take a chance. 272, 328. I don't know. It doesn't seem like that big of a difference to really maybe do that. Maybe just leave it at 3.5. 50 cents of value. But, for 272, I think that's pretty good. You could take them out. Once again, they're playing a pretty good team and have it at 182. So let's see what the money line parlays are. Melbourne, Brisbane, South Sydney, plus 105. So just to win, you got a plus 105 parlay. So that's not bad. There's a couple different ways you could bet that. And then if you want to throw Penrith in on the money line, it's plus 155. Sometimes I'll do 3 teams. Sometimes I'll do 4. It just depends on the games and the matchups. Not always worth it to throw that extra team in there to get an extra game. Sometimes it's not worth it to do. All right. NBA, the Warriors. I can't even believe they're giving one point in this. That series is done. Mavericks are done. I like the Celtics tonight to come back, but I don't know about 7. I'm a little bit nervous about laying that 7. There's a pretty good bet. This is interesting. French Open. Iga Swiatek is minus 143. Everyone else is plus 1,400 or more, which is absolutely crazy to me. And then they took down the odds for this. If you can get I'll wait till the futures come back tomorrow. Anyway, that's what I think. So remember, Foxy says, out of any games in that group, I'd stay away from Emulik. So there's some games in the Copa Libertadores and the Copa Sudamericana that you can kind of bank on, but once again, when you're laying these huge odds in these games, it's pretty tough. You got to find different ways to do it. So, all right. Remember to like, subscribe, ring that bell. I see one like up there. Pedro, thank you, buddy. Caesar's first bet promotion, $1,100 first bet insurance. Place a first-time wager of up to $1,100. Get it back in the form of a free bet if you lose. You must use our promo code ATSWINS. CZR. Links are in the show box below. Max Wagers Network, 6 hours and more of great info. Midday Money, Sean Higgs. Noon Eastern, Morning Wood, Allie Burns, 1 to 2. Just parlays with Chris King, 2 to 3. Back to the window is Scott and Scott. 4 p.m. It's me at 5. Game time decisions, Nick, Tim, and Lenny. Remember, you can listen to me on Friday nights. Just wanted to, before we go, I wanted to see if anybody had, I know Bill had the Real Madrid double chance. Anybody has any bets they're looking at, on for the week? Maybe a best bet. Maybe we'll start doing a best bet for the week on Mondays. Since some of this stuff is a little bit slower now, on the first day of the week, not as many games. I think that I think the Europa Conference League game, I think that's a tough call. I know Jose is a cup master in Roma and stuff, but that Feyenoord team is pretty good. That's a tough game to handicap. We will tomorrow. I'll have your handicap. I'll have your picks for that tomorrow. Obviously, the Champions League final. I have to see if I can put aside my hatred of one of the teams in the final for the game. But it's interesting. I have told you since the quarterfinals, I think, or since the show started, that I had Real Madrid to win the Champions League a long time ago. I took them before they beat PSG, because I thought
I want the emote.
I thought whoever would win that game.
I want the emote.
You want to say, who do you think wins, Luke? Real Madrid or Liverpool?
Wow.
Liverpool or Real Madrid? Say Karim Benzema. Tell him Karim Benzema scores. Good job, buddy. Well, I'll get it for you in a couple minutes.
In a couple minutes?
That's right. So I just, I'm obviously rooting for Real Madrid because I think they're gonna, I bet them a long time ago, and I think that they're, one of the better teams in the league, and I think Liverpool is gonna struggle a little bit. I think Liverpool's a little bit out of gas. They pulled that game out when they needed to at the end of the game Sunday. They didn't look great. I think Wolves really kind of outplayed them for long stretches of the game. It just happened that Manchester City scored 3 goals. That was amazing. I have never seen anything like that. That was actually, they were just dead in the water.
I want the emotes.
Carlos Alcaraz and the men's French Open. You know what? I liked him, and then they're all Djokovic, Nadal, and Alcaraz are all on one side of the bracket, and then someone else is on the other side of the bracket. I was looking for. Let me see if I can get the. See if I can get the bracket for you quickly. This bracket is so big. Medvedev, no. There's so many players in this tournament. Oh, Tsitsipas. Tsitsipas is on the other side of the bracket and is the 4th seed. And I think he could do some damage in this tournament. He's one of the guys that are. Alcaraz is a pretty good play, Daryl. But that Tsitsipas isn't going to have to play. He's only going to have to play one of Nadal, Djokovic, or Alcaraz. He's only going to have to play one of those in the final if he gets there. Those other guys are going to they're going to have to go through. The quarterfinal is Nadal and Djokovic, and then maybe I forget what round Alcaraz would play him. Maybe a semifinal, but it would be worth putting a few bucks on Tsitsipas just because he's not going to have to face those other people. The women's, it's absolutely crazy. If you can share the screen here. Like, this is, to me, like, I mean, I know she won in 2020 and she was in the final of the doubles last year, but you know, there's some decent players here, and you're getting. I mean, you know, Halep is pretty good player, 1,400. You know, if you take her out, which is tough because she's obviously a heavy favorite, look at the value in some of these other people that you can get. You know, Emma Raducanu plus 4,400. Madison Keys plus 5,000. You know, there's some Coco Gauff plus 2,000. There's pretty good players there. I just, yeah, man, it's just, to me, you're putting a lot of eggs in one basket here. Djokovic is up. I don't know how to read this. 2, 3. The tennis is interesting to me for live betting because you can bet set 4, you can bet game 5, game 4, ace in set 3, 0.9, set 3. You can bet every single point and every single thing. Instant betting. Is there going to be an ace in set 3, game 4? You know, is there going to be an ace in set 3, game 5? You can bet every single point and every single thing that happens. Tennis betting, I know, is very, you know, I don't know if any of you, you know, live bet on tennis, but it's a lot like soccer. If you're watching it, you know, you can be in the thing and you can say, like, here's what's going on. Any long shots in men's or women's. Yeah, when the futures come up, like there's no futures here. You know, I know that Tsitsipas. Let me get the women's bracket. Pulled up here. I mean, I think you can. Somebody from the. Let's get the women futures. They don't even have, like, the 2 seed is the 2, you know, the 2 seed's already out. The 2 seed in the whole tournament lost to Diane Parry. The 2 seed in the whole tournament lost. Like, it's just crazy. How can you lose as a 2 seed in the first round? I might throw a little money on here on Corey Gauff because the 2 seed's out. You know, at some point she would have to face her in that bottom half of the bracket. You know, I think maybe Sakari. Where's Sakari here? Plus 1,900 as well. The 4 seed. You know, I would maybe. Daryl, I would throw a couple bucks on these people here. I mean, why not? I mean, you can't. I mean, you could bet Swiatek, but you're basically, you know, there should be a bet like the field. Like, can you bet the field? Like with the NCAA tournament in 2020, when you had Baylor and Gonzaga at minus 118 and the field at minus 118, and then, you know, Baylor and Gonzaga played in the final, so they were pretty dead on about that. But yeah, I mean, you know, why not throw a little money on Corey Gauff here at plus 2,000. You know, you don't have to throw that much money on her to win. I mean, a lot of money. Tsitsipas is that would be because he's on the bottom half of the bracket and these other people are on the top half of the bracket. So that's who I would probably take. To be honest, I would throw a thing in there, you know, and obviously, you know, Djokovic's the best player ever, in my opinion. But here, you know, Simona Halep at plus 1,400. I don't know. Let's see where she is in the bracket. She's using the top or the bottom. Luke, should we say Halep? Yes?
Chanel?
Oh, okay. He says no on Halep. Maybe Sakari here. Why not? You could also do, some of this you could do, the what do they call it? Each way betting in England, where it's you can bet on the person to finish first and second. So you can bet on Sakari to finish first and second. You'll get half the money. Like instead of plus 1,900, it'll be plus 950 if she gets to the final and you win that bet. So, maybe take a chance on something like that with the 2 seed out. Maybe she goes to the final. The person, the person who was seeded second is already out of the tournament. So, Gasquet, yeah, I didn't see where he is seated. Seed is Richard Gasquet. Hey, when you put your money on some of these, like I don't know how much you're betting on futures, but like I never, in this tournament like this, it's tough to throw a lot of money on it. But if you're getting plus 1,900 or plus 2,000, I mean, if you bet $10 on it, you get, 10 and they win, you're winning $200. It's not bad. It's not a bad return. All right. So that's our show for today. Make sure you like, subscribe, and ring the bell. And leave us some comments. And maybe we'll have Luke on another day to talk about some of the things he likes and stuff. So, all right. I appreciate all you watching. And we'll have a little more stuff to go on tomorrow because Wednesday's a little bit more of a there's more action. I think we'll go into a little bit more in depth about the Conference League final. We may have a guest from ESPN in Netherlands on to talk about the game and talk about the Netherlands game on Thursday as well and Friday. So Luke, say goodbye. Say bye. Say goodbye. Wave to him. Say wave. Go ahead, wave.
Wave.
All right. See you later.